What's up, everybody? How are you boys and girls doing? I hope that you're doing fucking amazing, because that's what I want for you. I want for you to have an amazing life. Now, I hope that you know what we're about to be doing, because it's time for Roman B. Reddits, y'all. Alright, so in this time of life, and in this world that we live in, and of course, you know, the fact that I'm still single, so of course I'm going to be talking about that, but I think that we all know that the best people that we get relationship advice from are single people, so I figured that I would just do my due diligence and bring my single fucking brain and just paste it all over your fucking face. So if you're ready for that, let's get rolling. Now, this first thing is not off of Reddit. It is something that I actually found on Facebook, and it made me laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh. They did this as Team Aaron, because this is between two different people, and one of them's name is Aaron. Now, this girl named Megs posted a post that I'm guessing she thought was gonna go her way, but it didn't. And her little title to this was, "Make a Tinder, it'll be funny." So anyways, she goes on to post this screenshot of a conversation, and she's claiming that this guy was just straight up cringy, and this is fucking funny as hell. So here it goes. Alright, so the guy on Tinder who matched with this girl messaged her with a, you know, just trying to be humorous with a little joke, and he said, "On a scale of 1 to 10, you're a 9, and I'm a 1. You need X." You know, little funny little math equation type joke there. Her response? Cringe. That's it. That's all she fucking said. Cringe. Here's a guy opening himself up, you know, trying to get on the dating scene, you know, trying to find his one. And that's the one word response that she gave to him. Now, his response was fucking hilarious. He says, after she states cringe, he says, "No, Megan, I'll tell you what is cringe, alright, love? What is cringe is the fact that you probably moan on Twitter about lads being a piece of shit, and yet when sent a charming and quite frankly a smooth message, you turn your back and insult me. With that, Megan, I bid you a good evening and hope that one day you find someone who is just as obnoxious as you. Tried my best and have it thrown in my face. Gobsmacked." That's fucking hilarious. Because all he did was try and put himself out there, and she shot him down with a one-word response, and then turned around and posted it on social media, and nobody had her back. And that's fucking hilarious to me. I mean, everybody, if you went through the comments, which I don't have it here because this is just a little screenshot that I have, was pretty much Team Aaron, which is what the person who posted it on Facebook or reposted it onto Facebook had titled her thing. So anyways, I thought that was super fucking funny, so I figured I'd pass it on to you. Who are you? Are you Team Megan? Are you Team Aaron? I'm Team Aaron, baby. I understand it. But anyways, with that said, let's go ahead and move on to some more dating hell, because you know that's why we're here. You know that's why you're here. You want to hear some more bad stories. You want to hear some more bad dates, because 90% of us have had experiences with these. So this one's called "He Borrowed My Nintendo Switch and Asked for Money." Alright? Alright. So anyways, story goes. So this guy, I was in the early stages of dating, told me his PS5 had broken and he was really upset about it. He played games to decompress, much like myself, and I felt bad for him. The next time we saw each other, I let him borrow my Nintendo Switch. Don't do that. Don't give a stranger your fucking electronics. A few weeks later, he stayed the night and groped me in my sleep, and I was completely freaked out, which I can 100% understand, especially if this is kind of like a new little relationship. She said I had told him I had severe PTSD from being sexually assaulted in my sleep. After this happened, I knew it was over. Fair enough. However, he still had my Nintendo Switch and nice backpack, and I needed it back. Okay, so I guess she lent him a backpack to carry the Nintendo Switch back home with. Fair enough. But she wants it back now. I asked him to bring it over the next time we hung out, and fortunately he did. Thank goodness. The next day, I very nicely told him that I didn't see a future together and wished him well. He didn't deserve this after groping me while I was asleep, but I didn't want drama. Good on you. He responded by asking for money. Guys, if you're dating, don't ask for money. That has got to be probably one of the biggest turnoffs to a girl. First of all, you're borrowing her shit. Second of all, after you bring it back, you fucking ask for money. If you wanted this relationship to go anywhere, you want to have her perceive you that you have your shit together, that you have a job, that you can fend for yourself, that you don't need anybody to give you money, right? Are we I think we're together on this one. I feel like we're together on this one, alright? So anyways, he responded by asking for money because apparently he bought games for the Switch when he borrowed it. Oh god. He did not ask me if he could add games to the system, and certainly did not check to see if I would be okay for paying for the games that I didn't want. And you shouldn't have to. And he had mentioned it before I ended the dating relationship. Again, don't do this. Don't do this. Alright. And here we go. She says, I didn't pay him. Thank God. Good on you. Don't fall into traps of people trying to get your fucking money. Like, this is nuts, she says. He's 31 years old and didn't even brush his teeth or shower. He made my bed smell like ass. And I was so nice, and he still had the balls to ask me for money after I literally let him have my Switch for a month. The bar is in hell, and I'm going back to being single and want to stay single probably forever. Well, first of all, sweetheart, and sorry if you don't like being called sweetheart, but it's whatever. Don't try and be single forever. You're gonna find somebody that loves you. You're gonna find somebody who respects you. You're gonna find somebody who is willing to treat you like the princess that you are and fucking put down their coat on top of a puddle so that you don't step in that shit. You're gonna find somebody who, when you go on a walk with on a sidewalk, is gonna walk on the side of the sidewalk that is nearest to the street, so that if something were to happen, he gets hit first, whether it be a splash of a puddle or the fucking car itself. You're gonna find somebody who is going to open the door for you, both in the car and the restaurant, and is gonna pay for the meal, won't borrow your Switch, won't add games onto it, and then won't ask you for money. So again, please, just for me, don't try and stay single for the rest of your life. Yes, take a break from dating, okay? Sometimes we need to take a break from dating, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. But I don't want to see you alone forever, because you sound like a fucking amazing person. You went above and beyond. You gave this guy a fucking entertainment system for a month in a good backpack that you apparently really, really loved. He came over, groped you in your sleep, and asked you for money for the games that he bought and put on your system. Fuck this guy. This guy's a piece of shit. This guy probably has a few different babies with some different girls. This guy doesn't pay child support. This is the kind of guy, if I can get my words out, that you don't go for, okay? Go for the good ones. Go for the guys who are going to treat you with respect. If you don't want, respect in the bedroom, or, you want a little bit of, that other side in the bedroom, that's great. That's great. And that's between you two. Communicate that. But in actual life, outside of the bedroom, find somebody who respects you, please. Quit going after chads. Quit going after these broke-ass bastards who are going to take your shit and then ask you for fucking more money, alright? You deserve way better. He's garbage. You deserve way better, okay? So just take that as you will. Take it to the fucking bank, though. Alright, so let's look into some of these comments after we delved into that a little bit. Alright, so one person says, "What a dickhead, a lucky escape for you." Now, they didn't get a response or anything, but that's my sentiments exactly. This guy's a dickhead, and you got out of there fucking clean. You broke it off in a very polite, at least as polite of a way as you could have, and you're moving on. So somebody on here says, "I read stories like this and wonder what you saw in him to begin with." Somebody comes back and responds, "A warm body with a penis." To some people, that might be the case. I hope that's not your case, but hope that is the case with some people. Some people just want that, that physicalness, that they just want to feel like they're loved, even if they're not necessarily being loved by that person. They need that feeling, It's hard to have conversations with people and make yourself vulnerable. It just is. It's not easy, especially in the world that we live in, where people can easily turn around and turn your words around on you. I hope that's not what you're out there just looking for. Look for a quality guy, alright? They are out there. We're very low percentage now. I would probably say that the percentage of good guys to shitty guys is about the same percentage as gingers to non-gingers, which is 3%. I hate to say that, but I feel like with the guys that I've known in my past, that's probably a pretty accurate percentage right there. Don't just go for the chads, alright? Give the nice guys some good a chance. Let me find something that she actually responded to. So this other person says, 31, this sounds like a story about teenagers in deep Appalachia. Okay. Appalachia? Whatever. We're gonna leave that one there. Mr. Bug says, "I do feel bad for what sounds like graping while asleep," which I don't know about graping, but SA for sure. If it was something she wasn't into, which it sounds like it was non-consensual, that is fucked up, and I'm sorry to hear that. Me as well. If you had already voiced your opinion to this guy that was an issue that you've had in the past, then he should respect that and not do it. We're adults, okay? We're not fucking children. We can respect each other's wishes and boundaries. Respect each other's wishes and boundaries. Respect each other's wishes and boundaries. Why is that the biggest thing that I see whenever I'm coming across here? People just don't know how to communicate and respect each other. OP did respond, "I literally said that I have PTSD from being raped in my sleep by my ex-husband," which is sad. And yes, he absolutely knew that I didn't want to be groped. Grapes are a fruit. Maybe read before you comment. I think he was just trying to get out from saying grape without the G. I don't think he mistook groped for grape, but okay, yeah, the end was a little rude by OP, but I just don't think that they understood what this person was saying. So that's what they responded with. Bug does come back and say, you're a go-go dancer in a small little podunk town, probably work as a cashier during the day at one of the last Piggly Wigglies in the USA. It's fucking rude, but it's also kind of fucking funny. Not it being directed to her being funny, but just the sentence by itself. You're a go-go dancer in a small little podunk town, probably work as a cashier during the day at one of the last Piggly Wigglies in the USA. I'm sorry, it's just, the sentence is fucking funny. The meaning behind the sentence is fucking bullshit. Bug, you should have just realized that they didn't understand what you wrote, and maybe come at it a little bit nicer, you know, saying maybe something along the lines of, oh, no, I think I see where you got something wrong. You're thinking that I said grape because you said groped, but really I'm trying to be politically correct and not get canceled by saying grape instead of that without the G, alright? So that right there just shows that we all need a little bit more practice at communicating and being civil with one another, because we used to be. We used to be before the pandemic. We used to be before social media took over everything. And I'm not saying that I'm not in social media. I obviously fucking am. But I think we all need to start treating each other a little bit better. What do you say? Yay or nay? Am I right on that? Let me know down in the comments. But anyways, so yeah, long story short, if you start dating somebody and they're out of luck on their gaming system, and you have a gaming system, and that gaming system is also something that you like to decompress with, 1, don't give it to them. 2, don't give it to them in your favorite fucking backpack. 3, if they don't brush their teeth or shower and they smell like shit, don't have them in your bed. And 4, you should have kicked his ass out in the middle of the night as soon as he started grabbing you after you fucking asked him not to. But none of this is on you. That's not what I'm saying. Fuck this guy. You deserve better, and I hope that you get better. I hope that you get better results in the future and better dates in the future. Yeah, that's really all that there is to be said about this. That sucks. It really does suck. And I feel for you, I really do. Just use this as a learning experience, grow from it, take this knowledge and use it in your next, in your next interaction with guys. Set boundaries, enforce those boundaries, and if they don't respect you enforcing those boundaries, kick them to the curb, because they obviously don't respect you, right? They didn't respect you well enough to listen to your wishes. Because if somebody told me that, last thing that I would do is try and strike up some of their PTSD. I don't care how horny you are. Just fucking go to sleep, guy. Just fucking go to sleep. She's obviously gone above and beyond for you, okay? Alright. So anyways, yeah, that was he borrowed my Nintendo Switch and asked for money. That was an interesting read. I hope that you guys had a good time listening to it as much as I had a good time reading it to you and bombarding them with my words of singleness, with my ideas for dating, in which I'm currently not. So, if you did enjoy this video, please, I really would appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel, like the video, and ring that bell right over there. We are trying to grow this channel. We're trying to grow our community. I have a Patreon. I've currently changed it to where if you want to get early access for any of my videos, it's now just $1. You also have a 7-day free trial, so if you want to just test it out, you don't have to pay anything for 7 days. But I do want to be able to grow and do bigger and better things with you guys. One of those things is I would love to make a horror movie one day, or any kind of movie, but most of all, horrors are like some of my favorite things, and I need to be able to hire a team for that, to get anywhere close to that. So if you have $1 to spare, I would greatly appreciate it if you you know, sign up for my Patreon. If not, that's a-okay. There's still a free membership on there, and you can always find my videos on YouTube, right? So anyways, I appreciate each and every one of you for sitting around and listening to me babble about this for I don't know how long it's been at this point. I keep looking at my camera to try and guess, but I'm gonna have to edit this down, so I don't really know. Anyways, so I love all of y'all. Thank you for hanging out with me. Till the next time, deuces, and I promise you that I will see you with more dating hell and more Reddits and more stories next time when I see you. Alright? So I love you guys. I hope y'all stay safe out there and take care.